Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4. I'm Neg Primer, and we are headed to Bunker Hill. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm not a super big. I guess I'm not a big American history buff. I like history a lot, but when it comes to like specific things, Bunker Hill is definitely ringing a bell.
Heard Bunker Hill pays off the village
uh,
instead of just shooting them. Where's the... Looks like they dug in deep here.
no, I'm very familiar with Bunker Hill being a thing. But I kept forgetting that this was a marker for Bunker Hill. And then when it comes to Boston in general, I've never been to Boston. I don't know.
Obelisk is still standing, but I don't want to be around when it finally quits.
Yeah, it does look rather ratty. It does look like it's about to fall down.
We need to have a conversation.
Hold on. I changed back into those, didn't I? Yep. That wasn't smart. Okay, let's have a conversation.
Edward.
You'll find I'm very persistent.
Do I know you?
No, but I've heard of you. I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations.
What's the job?
I don't know yet. Whatever needs to be done once my boss has had a look at you. I
Who's-
can assure you
who's your
that
boss?
it will be dangerous, and that you'll be paid fairly.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You will be well paid. I can promise you that. By the way,
There we go.
I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Why do I feel like you guys are gunners? Cabot House. This... Okay, I thought this was a full thing, but this looks super deserted. Oh, all the people are over here. Okay. Well, let's go up... Up. Let's go up this. Oh, that's as much as we can go up this. Okay. Well... Alright then.
Hi, I'm Meg. You new to the hill? For 10 caps, I can give you the tour. Nobody knows a place like me.
Yeah, if I get a
Sure,
10
I'll
caps.
take the tour.
Caps up front. Thank you. The market's in the back, bars in the corner, and the outhouse is over the wall. Bye.
Thanks.
Hey,
That was a
pal.
great tour.
Mom runs the surgery, so you better be nice to me.
You know, again, is this going to be another town where I want to go crazy and start killing everybody? Or is it just the little kids that you can't kill because it's a Fallout? Because it's a Bethesda game. I know, like you can't get away, you can't get in the SRB rating anymore if you're killing kids, you're going to be adults only.
Get to know you type. Less heartache that way.
Okay,
You're not with my caravan, so don't bother me.
okay. Hello. I can actually take that stuff without repercussion.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad with all this shit. I don't know. People gotta do something, Dad.
I'm just here between jobs.
Start to care about sense. Hey, you. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
What's the railroad?
The freedom fighters, willing to risk their lives for sins. And that
Swear
means they
half
fight
these
against
characters sound like
the only
Garrus.
ones that do.
What? You think that's noble or some bullshit? That just makes them idiots. No son of mine is going to throw his life away with those lunatics.
And what are synths?
Synthetic people made by the Institute. Look so human you can't tell them from us.
They're monsters is what they really are.
And how do you
Their
know?
monster is
Have
what
you
they
ever
are.
met one? If you can't tell who's a synth or not, they can't be all that bad.
It's always good to help people.
I have no problem helping people. Since though?
Oh, Hancock admires
Some
me.
crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save synths?
Might as well go off and join the Deathclaw Preservation Society.
What did the Institute do to you?
Ah, Gary. He is, well, was one of Crickett's hired guns. He hits the road and comes back to find his wife missing.
Yeah, so the Institute kidnaps people. I'm not saying I like it, but the world's a dangerous place.
Trying to save synths. Sounds noble to me.
I'm not alone in this, Dad.
Enough. We got customers.
Okay.
Booze and grub, right here.
Let's see what you got.
Make it snappy.
I should have seen if he had a job of any kind.
Don't be shy. You don't order fast.
You have any work?
Well, there is one thing.
Dad, you're not gonna send him on that same wild goose chase.
Hey,
Send
you
him?
brought it up, not me.
He?
As I was saying.
Come on, Bethesda, seriously?
Rotgut for thirsty caravan hands. We came from a line of Minutemen. My grandpa, Brent Savaldi, was the last. He died fighting raiders just outside Malden. If you could find any of his personal effects, well, he didn't mean the world to me.
If the price is right, I might help.
Malden ain't the safest of places. I suppose I could spare 200 caps.
If the price is right, I might help.
This ain't a haggling matter.
Right.
Wait.
It's okay.
Just be careful, all right? I don't want...
You're not with my caravan, so don't bother. Fine place to sleep right here. Reasonable rate.
No. Though.
I don't think so.
You won't get a better deal. This is the only flop house in town.
So, seems you know how to hold your own. I'd had my doubts when we first hit the road.
Are we gonna have another heart to heart?
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
I never get many complaints.
I think I like
It's just
Hancock the
really
most out of any of these.
Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened at Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they called neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
Yeah, let's kill all of those motherfuckers.
You and McDonough knew each other as kids?
Oh yeah. Guy's my brother. Grew up together in a little shack on the waterfront. Guy was the standard big brother. Entitled, punchy, liked to shove rotten potatoes down my shirt and slap my back. But I never thought he'd be capable of something like what they did to those ghouls.
Why did McDonough campaign against the ghouls?
Because he thought he could win. There'd always been a pretty clear divide between the folks living in the stands and those down on the field. I'm not convinced they didn't do it just to improve their view. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
So do we think he's a synth?
Wait, what do you mean you didn't recognize
I was kind of already leaning that way.
Didn't seem like the guy I grew up with. When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth. Thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk. But at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him. Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave. But I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were. Who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
I actually like Hancock. I'm not gonna flirt with him.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock.
But Hancock's a good guy.
Hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road, with plenty of ammo. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
So yeah, he shut up.
Busy here. Need a roof over your head? Only place in town.
So I'm feeling pretty comfortable with going back to Diamond City and just killing everybody. Corn. But so we have a little bit of confirmation there. Like I said, I still have a bit of a problem with how it just spouts exposition at you like that.
Haven't seen you before. If you need a doctor, let's get you examined.
Yeah, your daughter's a brat. Kirby.
Catch me up, Doc. Now, go over your symptoms.
Really?
Think I soaked up some rat. All right. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you? Got roughed up.
Can't. Why is there not just a heal all option?
Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you? No, we're done. Off you go then.
Crazy junky ass.
Bunker Hill is like a home away from home. Only place caravan folk have to mingle together.
So this is not a full city. They have a doctor.
I might be a doctor one day.
Hey there.
Or
Market's
maybe
the
a
white
sharpshooter.
building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
I figured you might be like the mayor or something since you're wearing like.
Look, I'm trying to relax. Get on with it.
This is the market
A little
then.
heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need and sell everything you do.
You have any paying work?
Yeah, I have something. It ain't easy though. Caravanners just love swapping tall tales. But I've heard one story enough times, there's gotta be some truth to it. Apparently, the Northern Road goes straight through an old military training yard that's just crawling with a horde of feral ghouls. And that's cutting into my bottom line. So you take care of that, and maybe I can throw a few caps your way.
I'm not doing the job for chump change.
I'm tired of mercs blowing this off. Are ferals really that scary? Fine.
You said there's a horde of them and you're gonna pay me 175 caps?
Sounds like you need me a lot more than I need you on this.
Everyone comes into the hill thinking they can pull one over on me. I'm thinking 150 caps is more than fair. Take it or leave it.
How many ghouls are we talking about?
Who knows? The number keeps growing the more drinks the caravan hands down at the way station. No matter how many of them there are, they're scaring away caravans and customers alike.
I'll take care of your feral problem.
Great. If you want to stock up first, You never know when one of my knickknacks will keep you alive.
Make a move and I'll end you.
Shut.
I'm all weapons and messy
Shut
weapons.
up.
I got it all.
Shut up.
Got a hankering for melting face? I'm your girl.
What?
Take a look. Sure.
And there they are.
Melting face. Is that something she sells? Is that what turns... Spray and pray.
I fixed up most of what.
I'm Stockton. You've heard of Old Man Stockton, yes?
Old Man Stockton.
I run 3 caravans that travel throughout the Commonwealth.
Old Man Stockton.
You ever buy anything from Good Neighbor or Diamond City? Odds are it's been delivered by mine.
Well, thanks for sharing. So it's just you two in here.
Almost ready to do another circuit. Only lost 2 men on the last one.
Best not to talk to the raiders. They can get rough.
So we'll see how far up inside I can get. You know, on the inside, this seems fairly well off.
There we go.
25 experience from persuading men. Well, okay. How's that for a view? Well, that was exciting. Now I have to... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! There we go. It's like, am I gonna have to do that all the way down? And there's that blimp. Nice little panning shot. Might use that for the trailer for the picture for this video. Okay. Well, that one guy had a job for us. So let's head across the river. So no, like I said, I kind of like Hancock. It still bugs me the way that they're just shoving exposition out there instead of allowing me to really partake in the conversation. But I don't know, could be worse. Cabot House, huh? Hello. I'm gonna quick save. Oh wait, that's the door right there.
Go away.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
And apparently you can't kill quest givers in this game.
Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
What is this place?
Better to let Jack answer that.
How come this guy is the only person in this entire fucking world that is like, hey, let's clean our house?
Jack, the new gal is here. One moment. You'll be right with her.
Oh, damn. Barely out.
Look at this. Nope. Put the gun away.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome. But I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
Can't actually live here, right?
This is...
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time?
Oh, I can sit and wait.
The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
Well... I kind of already killed one.
UFOs and little green men?
No, that's all popular hysteria. I doubt any of it has any basis in
Well, it does.
I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern
Yeah, but I
science
already
cannot
killed an
barely
alien and stole his gun.
comprehend.
That's really interesting.
Stranger things have turned out to be
Aliens.
Glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even, clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell her what I need her to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending her to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
I don't... This is such a weird...
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Sure.
Yep. I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
So if I sit down, I can wait. Hello. Like, seriously, why?
Hey, Jack.
What?
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Proven beyond doubt, although only to me, unfortunately.
What?
There aren't many archaeology journals publishing these days.
Yeah, hard to imagine why.
You have proof?
Enough to satisfy me. He only made a single expedition to the Lost City, but he brought back enough to show beyond a doubt that the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings, millennia older than the earliest human civilizations, but with technology that seems to have surpassed our own. And yet, everything about it is strange.
I bet you this will be a DLC too.
Tools not made for human hands. Carvings that hint at dimensions beyond our own.
You said your father found a
This lost city.
Yes, he spent years looking and was widely ridiculed by the so-called experts. I'm ashamed to say even I doubted it. But in the end, he found it. A lost city, buried in the sands of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter of Arabia.
Oh wait, what? Maybe that won't be a DLC.
What was your father's theory?
He believed that all of the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert.
I don't
I
think...
wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the whole world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. It is an unusual situation, but... well, it's a private family matter. That's no concern of yours.
I don't know. That does kind of concern me quite a bit, actually.
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carry out some of my research there. That's all you need to know.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
I'm sorry, but it really is private family business. Are we done?
Quite a place you've got here. Amazing that it survived the war.
Thank you. I try not to take it for granted. We were definitely more fortunate than most. It hasn't been easy keeping it up to pre-war standards, but we do what we can. Any more questions?
I've got to get going.
All right.
So maybe we won't be doing that DLC to the Lost City. There was a DLC for Fallout 3 that we went to Alaska. Weird, you don't have a kitchen. Unless the kitchen is downstairs.
Hey.
What is it?
What's this missing package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding...
Right.
You don't need to worry. You all set.
Uh-huh. Why does Jack have people guarding an old insane asylum?
I don't mind you asking questions. As long as you don't mind me not answering.
Apparently need to get my persuasion up higher.
I'd tell you. In this case, it isn't. Anything else?
How did this pack...
The courier got there and picked up the package just fine. It never got back here. Could be simple bad luck. Or it could be a deliberate ambush. That's why I'm sending you. It's important that you recover the missing package. Are we good here?
Nothing else.
Okay. They're expecting you over at Parsons, so you'd better get going.
So yeah, I think we'll definitely be following up on this mission next episode. There's a lot of stuff down here. Yep, here's the kitchen. And a big-ass giant walk-in pantry. I actually wouldn't mind having a house like this. Kitchen in the basement. You do that, I guess I would do that so that in the winter... Well, I mean, I'm sure they have good thing, but in the winter you could heat up the whole house just by cooking. It's a big thing, and I'd love a walk-in pantry. I just have I have a single cabinet as a pantry, so I don't have room for, like... Crazy side here, I don't have room for my food preparation for the apocalypse. But yeah, what I'd love to do is have a big one so I can just stock up on everything. And also have my cabinets be a little more organized. As it is now, have all of my plates and everything just kind of shoved into a single cabinet. That is fancy. You are ultraviolet.
Good day to you.
You are very, very aggressive. But alright, everybody. We are actually... Wants me to start all the way up there, huh? Oh, no. I've not. It says cleared, but I haven't discovered these locations. Crap. You know, I've tried going up here before, so maybe I won't continue with this one. Let's finish this episode by leveling up. I'll let you guys see what I'm leveling up. I did hacker in these. The next level on these... I can't see that this will ever be worthwhile. Hacking, you never get locked out of a terminal. Okay? So you can just go through... Like, if it was just automatic, like we're gonna automatically do it, then it would definitely be worthwhile. Bobby pins never break. I have over 100, so it's really just kind of a little bit of a nuisance, because it wastes a little bit of time. I do want gun nut and armorer. I might even go back and do blacksmith at some point. Scrapper, I believe, was the next one I was going to do. But yeah, I was really looking through these, and I'm like, wow, even out of the ones I have... I mean, bumping up charisma wouldn't be such a bad thing. But again, perks-wise, I don't know that I care too much about any of these down here. I probably will start putting them into Mysterious Stranger as soon as I get a chance. I'd like to get down to the strong back, but that I'm only level 3 in strength, and it requires level 6 to even get down there. So that's 3 levels just to get down there. I don't know, if I end up with the openness, I might. But so we'll do this one so I can get circuitry, nuclear material, and fiber optics in addition to screws, aluminum, copper. While scrapping weapons is when I get that. The Bloody Mess perks. If I fully level that up. Are any of these level 50, above level 50? No, level 50 is the maximum level that I need for anything, it looks like. But if I'm understanding right, we can level up infinitely. But alright, everybody, I'll have to figure out what we're going to do in between episodes, but thanks for watching, and we will move on to the next one.